In a quiet room built to keep the tiniest humans alive, alarms chirp like distant birds, nurses glide, parents pray, and between June 2015 and June 2016, a series of sudden collapses begins. Too many and too fast. Tonight, we step inside the hospital corridors where trust was absolute, until it shattered. Stay with me, because at the end, we'll reveal the post-trial twists. A fresh, whole-life sentence after a retrial, a delayed public inquiry, and arrests at the hospital that changed the story's stakes.
Lucy Letby was born in 1990 in Hereford, England. She was bright, friendly, and ambitious. Friends described her as caring. In 2011, she achieved her dream, becoming a neonatal nurse at the Countess of Chester Hospital. She posed for charity photos, appeared in hospital newsletters, and seemed dedicated to saving fragile lives. But in truth, Lucy Letby wasn't saving babies. She was killing them. The Countess of Chester Hospital's neonatal unit cared for premature and fragile newborns, routine miracles every shift. Then, over a year, patterns of unexpected collapses emerged. In June 2015, doctors began noticing something alarming. Babies who had been stable, even improving, suddenly collapsed without warning. Twins died hours apart. Healthy newborns suffered catastrophic bleeding. In one case, an autopsy revealed insulin in a baby's blood, something never prescribed. And every time, Lucy Letby was there. Consultants, including Dr. Stephen Brary, raised their concerns. Repeatedly. But hospital executives refused to believe a nurse could be responsible. Lucy was even moved to administrative duties, but without a formal investigation. Meanwhile, more babies died. In 2018, police finally launched a criminal inquiry. What they found inside her home chilled them to the bone. The investigation that followed would be called Operation Hummingbird. After extensive case reviews, police arrested Letby, ultimately charging her with multiple counts of murder and attempted murder involving 17 babies. She pleaded not guilty. The case moved to trial in 2022, drawing intense public scrutiny. Lucy Letby faced trial for the murder of 7 babies and the attempted murder of 6 more. Prosecutors detailed her methods: injecting air into veins, overdosing infants with insulin, forcing excess milk into stomachs until they ruptured. The defense claimed she was a scapegoat, but the jury saw the pattern and the damning evidence in her own handwriting.
In August 2023, the jury convicted Lucy Letby of the murders of 7 babies and the attempted murders of 7 others. She received a rare sentence in UK law, life imprisonment with a whole life order, meaning no possibility of release. In July 2024, after a retrial on one further count, baby K, she was found guilty of attempted murder and received another whole life order, bringing the total to 15 whole life orders.
In July 2024, the Court of Appeal refused Letby permission to appeal. Post-conviction, a public inquiry, the Thirlwall Inquiry, began gathering evidence to understand how events unfolded. Its final report is now expected in early 2026. In July 2025, police arrested 3 senior hospital managers on suspicion of gross negligence manslaughter as part of wider investigations. Separately, regulators continued inspecting the hospital. In August 2025, emergency care at the trust was rated inadequate, with an urgent warning issued. In 2025, an international panel led by neonatologist Dr. Shu Lee publicly disputed elements of the medical evidence, arguing alternative explanations, natural causes, and substandard care for some events. Letby's legal team applied to the Criminal Cases Review Commission. Despite debate, her convictions stand, and any review or retrial is far from guaranteed. The case shattered trust, where trust matters most. Whatever the inquiry finally concludes, one truth remains. Systems must catch patterns early and protect staff who speak up, without leaping to conclusions. For the families of her victims, justice offers little comfort. They still ask, why? Was she driven by a desire for attention, control, or something even darker? We may never know the full truth. What we do know is that the signs were there, and they were ignored.
Lucy Letby is locked away, but the questions remain. What do you think drove her? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And for more true crime cases that shake the world, subscribe to Crimely and ring the bell so you never miss a case. This is Crimely. Stay curious and stay safe.